Welcome to Violin Music Corner. We're gonna learn a song. Everybody grab your guitars and come on and sing along. All right. Well, if you watch my videos, you know I just learned this song, Still of the Night by Whitesnake. I thought let's do a video on how to play it because this song is a banger. It's got one of the coolest riffs ever written in rock music as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I don't know what it is about that riff, but I have always loved it. And I remember when it first came out, I was like in high school, or just finished high school. And I remember that album coming out and the song was just killer. I mean, it's just one of the coolest riffs ever. So, you know, fast forward 38 years, whatever it was, I decided to learn the song. Really, one of the reasons I probably never learned this song is never had a band where a singer could sing it. It's got some big vocals, and so it just never came up. I'm actually working in two different situations now where two different singers I'm working with right now can actually sing this song. So here we go. Going to play it. So anyway, get your guitars out, tune to standard, and let's get into it. The song starts out very dramatic, very big. Gonna be a lot. There's a lot of this in the song in transitions. It's around the 19th fret. Yeah. Just gonna hit that open E string and form into an F sharp power chord. And in the background, you're gonna hear a hi-hat, just kind of keeping time. Right after the fourth one, you're gonna hit it again. If you listen, you'll still hear the tss, tss. Right after the second one, you're gonna do a little walk down. It's on the D string, 4-3-2, and then same thing, open E, F sharp power chord. Very simple. It's more of a timing issue. You got to listen to that hi-hat in the background. That's how you know when to come in. So then you come in, kicking in some vocals, you know. Now when that main riff starts, you know, there's a drum roll, and there's actually a little bit of a guitar fill. It kind of rolls up on the A string, 2, 3, 4. I'll be honest with you, I don't really do that part. I just come in. I come in on the main riff, but it is there. I notice when I watch myself, when I watch videos back, for some reason, if I'm really playing and I'm like really getting into something, my jaw moves funny. I don't know what that's about. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not trying to be like, you know, my mouth moves weird. I don't know what it is. If I focus on it, I can make it stop. I don't know. But anyway, so the main riff takes place on the A and E strings here. You're going to start on the, like I said, the little walk to start it during the drum fill. You can barely hear it, but it's there. Then you're going to come back, you're going to start on the second fret here on the A, and then you're just going to do a hammer-on pull-off. So really, I have to pick one time. Then you're going to pull off again on the second fret. Then you're going to pull off on the E string. So you got... You do it again. Yeah, not hard, right? Just... Then you can do this little octave thing, kind of like on the Immigrant Song, if you ever heard the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. He does something like, well, he doesn't do something like that, he does that. So you do the, so you can hit the F sharp and then the other F sharp here on the D string, 4th fret. And then the first time through, you're going to get, so E power chord, B power chord. Then you're going to do the whole little rigmarole again. This time you're going to do B, A, F sharp. So first time through, second time through. And that'll get you up to the first little, I don't know, the song's kind of broken up, kind of weird. I don't know if you'd call this a pre-chorus, because sometimes it says Still of the Night during this next part, but there's another part too that comes right after it. So, but you're going to come up here to the E power chord on the 7th and 9th frets, A and D string here. And you're going to hit that opening. So you're going to hit it like a, it's the part with da 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 da. So basically what you're doing is, now I've had problems with this at first for some reason, because I kept trying to do it with downstrokes. And for me, that just didn't work. I don't know how John Sykes plays it. I don't know how other people play it. I've seen other people play it. I've seen one other guy where I got the idea, do alternate picking. Makes it much easier, much easier. So you're like, bum, bum, bum. So all that bub, 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 that's all just open E string, and then the da-da is the power chords. And then the second time through, you're gonna do a little slide from D to E back to D again. So now what that is your two middle strings, your D and G string, which is really, I call these chords inverted fifths. Those little, I refer to those as inverted fifths, because basically if you got a like an E5 power chord, the part you're playing is this bottom part. So it's the 5th chord, but instead of the note on top being the note you're calling it, it's the note on the bottom. So anyway, you're going to be going, hitting that inverted 5th, which will be your D, from 7, 9 back to 7. It's real fast. And it does it again. Now I have seen some people cover this song. They'll just go from E to D. You can make that fit, but I don't think that's how, I think the song is, I think the slide back and forth is correct. It adds a little more swankiness to the riff, and down there instead of down down, it gives you a little more swagger. So after it does that twice, you're going to go down to an A power chord with open, and I just stay close to you, feel your body, all that part. You're just going to go. So all you're doing is you're going to hit the A, and then you're going to pull off 5, 3, open on the top string. Then it's going to jump to a B power chord. Then you're going to go 2, 5, 2 on the top string. Then you're going to do A, G, F. So the part here. In the still of the night. It's going to go back and do that. It's going to do that little part again. Go through it twice. Then he's going to kick back into the main riff. I just love that riff. It's just a cool riff. You ever hear a riff, you thought, man, I wish I had written that. That's one of the ones I wish I had written. That one in the intro to Sweet Child of Mine, everybody just something where people would just recognize it immediately. So anyway, we're gonna go back and do another verse. Now in the first verse, remember a lot of times you hit that power chord and you stop. This one's more you kind of let it, kind of hold it down. Body side, then you're gonna cut it off. Then shaking my side, shaking, can't take the mile. I don't know the words, but anyway, goes back to the. This time after the verse, it doesn't go back to the. Doesn't do that on the second pass. It goes right to the. This time after he does that twice, he changes it up again. He doesn't go down to the A. This time he goes down to a D power chord. So you're gonna hit D power chord on the 5th fret here, or the 5th fret on the D, starting on the A string. Then you're gonna slide up 7, 9, and then hit the inverted 5th there. And hold them. Go down to the C, do the same thing. And then there's a quick little riff with an open A, where he kind of picks it really. So we're gonna go. Oh, I'm sorry, I left out a part. After the C. So you're gonna go inverted 5th, then you're gonna drop the bottom down one to the 4th fret on the G string, D string, 5th fret. So you go. So you're really just hitting the open A like bum bum, hit it a couple times, twice. Slide 5 up to 7. Sometimes it's hard to do things slow. Yeah, twice then once. Then hit the F. You're gonna hold that for like an 8 count. You're still at the 9. He's on this big long note. Well, once he starts that, you kind of count 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Then hit an E power chord. Now, if you got a guitar with a tremolo, you can do a slow dive down. I was going to use my Charvel, which I've been playing a lot lately, because I really like that guitar. I just got, if you watch my review on it, I really like that guitar. But the fret markers are hard to see on the camera, so it'd be harder for you to tell where I'm playing. And I really like this guitar too. It's a really cool guitar. So John Sykes played a Les Paul. So anyway, when you hit that E, well, let's do that one part again. So once you do that, do it slow. If you don't have a tremolo, maybe just roll the volume back a little bit and that kind of slowly die out. Like I said, if you got a tremolo, you can do a slow dive, just kind of slowly, kind of about how I'm falling here. Oh, the note's falling. So anyway, we're gonna let it do that. And then it's gonna break into a slower breakdown part. You hear some keyboard in the background. You hear the bass, the doom, doom. I think it's basically going from D to E to D. It's kind of staying right around in there. You got a steady keyboard sound going. Guitar kind of drops out for a minute. And we got David Coverdale doing all, ooh baby, ooh baby. You know, trust me, you don't want me singing. I can do it if you want me to. Just put in the comments. And there's a couple of little guitar riffs in there. When he first does that first ooh baby, you're going to do kind of like, which is on, starts on the D string, slide from, you can slide from 5 or 7. I just kind of up to the 9th fret to the G string on the 7th fret, B string on the 8th fret, B string 7th fret. So kind of let it die down, and then you kind of hear it in the back. He kind of does something. Kind of you're hitting the same notes, but That one you don't hear as much, but it's kind of back there. So what I was doing is kind of fill space. I did it with like a rolling volume. So it was like, maybe do a, just to kind of stay in key with it. Just kind of fill up that, make some ambient noise basically to kind of fill that space. And then you got a part where the guitar does kick in with some chords. You got kind of this, I'll be honest with you, I am not great at telling you what the names of some of the chords besides basic chords. It's a derivative of E minor, but you're taking off this octave here. And so anyway, picture an E minor chord here. Just lift up your pinky, which is actually just another E, but anyway. So you're gonna arpeggio, pick the thing just straight down. Middle finger up to at this point. As you can see the picking hand here. But just go down, and when you get to the B string, just go back up. So you're going. Does that twice. Just kind of fills it in. I gotta keep away. What are you saying out there? Then you're gonna go down here to the 4th fret on the D string. You're gonna have your 3rd fret on the B string. So you got 2 open strings here at the bottom, and the E string and the G string are open right now. So you're gonna go pick, you're gonna pick on the D to the B to the E. And then touch your pinky to the G string on the 5th fret. So that's be your last note. So you. That sounds stupid right now, but you don't hit that open. Do not hit that open G. So. That's your 2nd chord. Just hit that chord one time. Then he's going to come down and hit this chord, which is the A string on the 7th fret, which is another E, of course. And then on the D string, you're going to hit the 4th fret. Everything else is open. So you're going to have to rock your hand away just so you don't touch any of these strings down here. These need to be open. Then you're going to just pick straight down. So you pick pretty much every string except the high E. Just go from, say, 6 to 2 and back up to the A. Just kind of let it ring out. Then you go back and do it. You can do the whole sequence again. And right about the time you're in here, they're going to hear a snare hit. And that means that part is almost over. So it's kind of hard to keep track with what's going on here because it's not real. It's so just kind of, to me, it's like ambient noise. You really just kind of have to listen when he starts those vocals and then come in on your chords. And like I said, when you get to that, you'll hear that snare hit. And you should be here by then. You know it's getting ready. You start to hear a cymbal, and that's when the main breakdown starts, the violin section. Sounds like violins to me. I've heard of him playing this before with a bow, because it does sound very, it doesn't sound picked. It's more, it does sound more like a bow. But you're gonna have to, I don't have a bow. I'm not gonna buy a bow to play this. And plus, I don't think my guitar is set up right. I'd hit all the strings. Violins are kind of strung like this, so where you can hit those bows individually. So anyway, we're gonna pick it. Now this part gave me fits because for, I don't know, a long time I've kind of known how parts of this go, and I always had a hard time with it for some reason. But once I learned the pattern and how it goes, it fell right into place. It only took me 2 passes before I was playing along with it, with the song. So let's look at the notes that are involved, because the first part of it, it stops. It's just dun 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 dun. It's kind of easier to do. And then there's a part where it kicks off after that. Once it goes through that twice, then it kicks off and it doesn't stop. It goes through pattern twice, and it adds 2 extra notes. So let's learn the notes that are involved first. It's going to start here on the E on the seventh fret A string. You also see a lot of people play this in different positions. Some people play it down here. Some people play it up here. I've always had it, and then you have to. It's really weird. To me, this is the best place to play it. If you ever play a lot of Iron Maiden songs, you got to do a lot. They play a lot. So I grew up in the 80s learning how to play and played some Iron Maiden, so I'm used to this pattern. So anyway, we're going to be on the A string here, 7th fret. And then we're going to go down to the D string, 4 and 5. And every note you hit it twice, just both times. And it's best to use alternate picking, up and down, up and down. If you try to just straight, I think you'd drive yourself nuts trying to just downstroke this whole thing. So just keep your alternate picking going. Then you go down to the C, 3rd fret A string. Then he's going to work his way back to the E by playing the D. So to start the matter over, he doesn't pause. Each little dun 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 basically is 2 beats. So he holds it, he holds it, he goes down, he holds it, and then he fills that next 2 beats with this one. So the back and forth notes are always these. It's always those notes. So it's not hard, it's just kind of to consuming. So anyway, you do it again, then do it. So there we go. You go and go through this twice, and then once you start that 3rd time pass, that's why I call it the whole thing kicks off. There's no more stopping. It just and that's what was always throwing me off, because I didn't know the notes. But once I learned the notes, it's not hard. The 2 extra notes that are thrown in is the gonna be a B right here. It's on the G string, 4th fret, and then a D by the G string on the 7th fret. Those are the only 2 extra notes thrown in. All the little back and forth stuff is always right here. When you throw in those extra notes, though, you start with 5, go to 4, back to 5 instead of 4, 5, 4. So instead of, when you hit that note, you go, it reverses. So like I said, you can start off, once it kicks off, the whole thing is going to be, and then all I do is roll my finger down to catch that note there. He's going to do it again without the extra note. He's going to walk his way down. And this is where he throws in that high D. Then he starts over. That's where it ends. So you go through the round twice with the stops. You go through it twice without the stops. And you're going to end it on the way back up. Instead of going back to that E, you stop before you work your way up. So and then it kicks off a big power chord thing. So that's it. I mean, those are your notes. And then when it kicks off, then you start over without the extra note. Work your way down. Then you down here. Extra note. Go down. So when you, the second time through, as you work your way up, once you do the, on your way back up, you do another big slide into an E power chord. So anyway, just slow it down, just kind of work your way through that little dun 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 dun. To me, that's the hardest part of the song. Once I got that part down, the rest of the song really went hard. So anyway, once you work your way back up, then it's a big moment, then it kicks off. Then you're gonna do these, this part here. Ew, I screwed up. So it goes through it twice. It ends on different notes though. So anyway, let's go through it the first time. E to D power chord. Then you're gonna hit a G power chord, 5th fret on the D string here. Back to D, and then C to D. Then you're gonna hit this G way up here. Actually, you can hit the 3 strings here in a row, or the 2. Let's see. Anyway, the main deal is to get at least these 2 middle ones. On the 12th fret, G and D string. Then you're gonna hit this, this would be a D here, where you go 12, you work just 12, 11, 10, each string down one. Kind of like a C-shaped cowboy chord. So we got. I'm trying to slow it down, I can't do it. All right, so anyway. Then we're going to do this, which would be an A, which you're going to basically, on the 9th fret, just bar all the way down from the D string all the way down here. And then you're going to be 10th fret B string, and then D string on the 11th fret. I call it the Rolling Stones chord. Just about every Rolling Stones song has it. You see that on a ton of Rolling Stones songs. So anyway, we got. So then we're going to hit that F inverted 5th there. The second time through, you do the same thing, except you're going to end on an E on the 9th fret instead of the 10th fret. So the second time. And there you go. And then there's a guitar solo, which is this guitar solo. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't. You listen to it. There's parts that most guitar solo, they come in big, and they'll maybe hit that last note, and you're holding it, and then they'll fade it out as the song continues on. This one kind of goes the opposite direction. The solo fades in, like you start to hear it. You kind of hear it in the background, and then the next thing you know, you're hearing. It's just crazy all over the place, and I can't play that fast. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't play it. Now, if you watch the video I did last week, the one right before this one, where I actually play my version of that solo, you can see me playing this song. You'll see what I came up with, and I'll show it to you. the notes are right. The order might be a little off towards the end, and I'm not picking them as fast as John Sykes, but it will get you there. So if you want to argue about this kind of stuff, watch my video about do we have to play solos note for note, and it kind of covers this topic. When you get to a point you can't play like that, you got to come up with something. So what I decided to do, I wanted to play in the same key that he's playing in, of course, which is going to be an E minor. And I wanted to get, where it ends on the 17th fret on the E string. It does that big. So I had to figure out, I'm gonna play this E minor scale, I need to get to that 17th fret. That's my main goal. Once I get to there, I can finish it out the way the song goes, and we're fine. Because the rest of it is so fast, and just, as long as you're playing something fast in key there, nobody's gonna say anything to you. So, after we do the big what I came up with, because apparently it's in there in the back, you barely hear it, but he's kind of bending G string on the 7th fret, just a big kind of pinch harmonic. And then I hit the 5th fret G string, and I use my whammy bar, just to kind of fill in a little space. And then I'm going to show you the notes. Let me bend this down because we're getting into the higher frets now. Here are the notes in that scale that he is playing. Of course, E minor would be, well, he's starting here. So we're starting on the A string, on the 9th fret, and we're going to go 1, 2, 4. D string 1, and then 1, 3, 4. And those notes are all within the E minor scale, so we're good. And then he comes up here, and we're going to start on the 12th fret on the A string. We're going 1, 4, 1, 3, 4 rather. Then he jumps up, and then we're doing full steps here. We're going to go 12, starting on the D string, 12, 14, 16. Same thing on the G string. And then we're in the B string, we're going to slide up 1 fret. So it's going to be 13, 15, 17. And then 14, 15, 17 on the E string. So what I came up with there when I did that rapid picking, just, picking like that. I can't do it when I'm not having to have to. Then you hold it. So, anyway, work with these scales basically. Now what I do there just to fill in, because I need to go a little bit longer, so sometimes I was going like. So anyway, right here. So you're bend that 17 full step twice, and then hit on the B string 17th fret. And you can hear that in the song. I mean, that is there. That's how you. Then he goes up here to 20 on the E string, to 22. And you hold that, and as you hear the drums come back in, and you hear him say something like, "Yeah, baby," or something like that, and then we're back to doing that part again. So anyway, like I said, I just played just fast, I know it was a little sloppy right there because I'm kind of on the spot, but I just learned this. I'm still working out exactly what I'm going to do there, but that is roughly right where I'm at. So anyway, when you get to 22, slide back down and do the whole. We're going to do that part again. We're going to do another verse. And at the end of this verse, again, it doesn't do the it doesn't do that. It goes right to the. Does that twice, and it goes down to the A, just like in the first verse. And then we have a big moment outro. And he changes it up a little bit. The first 2 times is the same. You're going to be on that F, and then we're going to go E. All right, so the first 2 times we're going to start with an E, D to C, that little walk thing, A, G to F. I'm going to do that twice. The third and the fourth times, you do the same thing, but he adds something to it. He goes. Then he does that little fast open A thing. Do it again. This is the last one. This is the fourth one. Then we start the Still of the Night, Still of the Night. We're doing it on an F power chord up here. So we're going to do it up here. You can do it. I like it up here because you got a next note you're going to be playing is down here. So anyway, so after you do the Still of the Night, Still of the Night, Still of the Night, Still of the. Then we're going to do inverted fifths again from E to D. So we're going to go that Rolling Stone pattern. So basically just starting on the 7th fret, bar it. B string 8th fret, 9th fret D string, and back. And we're going to do here with the starting on a, this would be a C. So, I'm sorry, well, same little pattern you used to play in when you learn how to strum your first chords. 10, 9, 8 on the D, G, and B string. So anyway, I lost track where I was. Yeah, okay, you go that. And then Still of the Night, Still of the Night, Still of the. Probably do like 4 times and end it on that. That would be a great place to end it. So anyway, that is the song. There's a lot of moving parts to this song. It's not this is not an easy song that you're just going to pick up and learn. I was learning a couple other songs for some bands the other day. It was one song, I mean, like solo and all. I learned it in about 15 minutes. Maybe a little longer. This song took me days. I mean, and like I said, I'm still working on the song. I know I played it a little sloppy trying to show you, but basically just showing you what I do. If you watch the video, you'll see what I did. I messed it up there too. I haven't gotten it down. Like I said, I just learned it. I haven't gotten it sunk in with my muscle memory yet, but that is where it goes. So anyway, it's a great song. And once you get this song down, you feel really cool because it's great. It feels good to play it. Practice it with the backing tracks on YouTube. That's where I played when I made the video of playing the song, and you'll get a good feel for playing it without another guitar player there, just how you're going to sound playing it. So it's a great song. It's a rocker, and I try to get my wife to dance on the hood of my truck while I played this song. It's the wrong song, I know, but it's the same album. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, y'all take it easy out there and be nice to everybody. Doesn't cost you anything. Peace.